Welcome to Love, Dream, Live, your source of life lessons that inspire you to love intensely, dream relentlessly, and live passionately. Our goal is to help you create harmony in your work, personal life, and self-discovery journey. Welcome your host, Aida, with today's topic.
Hello, gorgeous. Welcome to Love, Dream, Live. Today we're going to be talking about fully embodying our female or masculine energies in order to attract a lasting and truthful and deep and meaningful relationship. Even though opposites attract, the truth about a relationship is that we attract the people that are more on our wavelength. So depending on where you stand, that's the kind of person that you're going to be attracting into your life. For example, if you find yourself attracting needy women that are always clingy and always looking for you to make a commitment when you're not ready, then that's a sign that you're not fully embodying your masculine energy. And if you're a woman and you keep finding yourself in a relationship where you find that the man that you're attracted to has no backbone, then you're probably not owning your own female energy and your own femininity. And so when you don't own your own masculinity or femininity, then you're actually attracting other people that also do not own their energy, their sexuality, their presence, their entire being. The problem is that people who do not know and they do not own their own identity are simply not ready to combine themselves with anybody else in life. So essentially, you're not really ready for a relationship, and that's why your relationships keep failing, because you're not ready for a relationship. So relationships are very challenging for you, they're frustrating, and because you don't own your own masculinity or your own femininity, and the other person doesn't either, there's a lot of power struggles. There's a lot of passive aggressiveness. Somebody wants to be dominated, but the other person doesn't want to be the one who dominates. And so there's this like power struggle and dysfunction, and it ends up being a relationship that ends in heartbreak or disappointment and despair, and all these bad things happen basically because the woman wasn't owning her feminine energy and the man is not owning his masculine energy. And so what ends up happening is this disbalance creates a disharmony that ends up being that the two energies are not able to combine because neither of them are owning their own place in the relationship. So if you're having a really hard time with relationships, I encourage you to look at yourself and ask yourself, are you owning your essence, your energy, your femininity, your masculinity, whoever you are, however you are you owning that? Are you owning your life? And what this would look like as a female is you're going to be a soft person, you're going to be loving, you're going to be receptive, open, understanding, nurturing, and kind. You're kind of like this flow of all these things I just said. So if you're not a female who feels you have some of these characteristics, then I would really encourage you to pay attention to how you can expand yourself and expand your awareness on how you can be more soft, more loving, more receptive, more open and understanding and nurturing and kind. All these things that make you be a feminine energy. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not females that are not dominant, that are not strong or have courage. I mean, there's plenty of females that way, and that's good things to have as well. But our feminine energy, our feminine essence is in being open and soft and open to receiving. So just be aware of how open you are and how much you're owning your own feminine essence. And that's going to be a really good way to notice how you're fitting in with a masculine energy and why you're not fitting in with a masculine energy if that is the case. Now, as far as masculinity, if you're a male, you are more about being brave, about taking charge, about being protective. You have confidence in yourself, but you're also caring and sensitive. So pay attention to yourself. Are you those things? Are you fully embodying your masculinity? Are you embracing all these things that will allow you to embody the essence of who you are in your masculinity? And that will actually help you attract another person who is actually ready and is also owning and fully embodying who they are and how they feel. Now, it doesn't matter if you're straight or not. It doesn't matter. Like, if you're wanting to attract a female and you are a female, you have to have this glow. You need to pretty much be like, sort of like a fountain of just flowing of energy and creativity and all these things. And then if you're in that place, then you're going to attract a female that's also in that place. Same thing goes for guys. If you're a masculine energy and you're wanting to attract another male, then you want to own yourself as a male before you can start to try to attract someone else like that as well in your life. So you really need to own your creative center. You need to really own your sexuality. You need to own your life. You need to own the fact that you are the director of your own life, and you need to stand in your power. Whether that means being soft or being hard or being open or being whatever it means to you for you to stand in your power. Generally, for females, we stand in our power when we're soft and open. And generally, for males, they stand in their power whenever they're more strong and brave and have courage. So depending on your personality as well, this could look different for you. So I encourage you to really stand in your power and make yourself this fountain of love, this fountain of masculinity, this fountain of femininity, and own yourself and allow the life and the love that is already inside of you to flow. And pay attention to the kind of people that you're attracting to yourself, because other people in your life are your greatest mirrors. When you're in a relationship, you're pretty much right next to the best mirror. So if that person is needy or pushy or demanding, there's a part of you that's also like that. You're just missing the point because you're so focused on their neediness, their being demanding, and their being whatever they're being. So pay attention to yourself. The truth is that more than likely your partner is reflecting back your insecurities, the ways that you don't feel happy with yourself, the ways that you feel frustrated. All of those things are going to come up for you because your relationship is a mirror of yourself, and you're not standing in your power. You're not standing in your masculinity. You're not standing in your femininity. And so that's why the other person is able to kind of make you spin and make you lose control and have this power struggle, is because you're not standing where you need to stand and they're not standing where they need to stand. And there needs to be a little bit of space in between for both people to grow, for both people to expand, and for both people to have their alone time and together time as well. The biggest thing about love is that it flows from us to other people and back again. So what are you sending out? Are you sending out insecurity? Are you sending out fear? Are you sending out feelings of not feeling good enough? Because that's what you're sending out, that's also what you're going to attract back to yourself. So really, really pay attention and try to own and fully embody yourself. Whether it's your feminine energy or your masculine energy, if you don't stand in it, if you don't own it, if you don't feel completely secure inside of that, then you're not going to attract a person that is also confident and sure of their femininity or masculinity, whatever it is that you're trying to attract to yourself. So today's message is about owning and fully embodying your truest and deepest essence of who you are, who you were born to be, whether it's your feminine or masculine energy, your sexuality, the way that you are, and the way that you want to be, so that you can center yourself and be in a place where you attract other people that are also fully embodying themselves in their own identity. Because if you don't own your own identity, then why would anyone else know who you are? Why would anyone else be interested in who you are if you don't even know who you are? So that's one of the biggest differences I see, is that people that know themselves and know who they are and they stand and fully embody their essence, then they're going to attract other people like that as well. So, and that's how true, deep, meaningful relationships that last are created, by two different individual people who are completely embodying their energy and their essence, and then they are able then to combine and to find harmony and to find this like balance and this beautiful creation and this beautiful union, because it's possible, since there is no room for anything else, because you own yourself. When you own your identity, there is no room for insecurity. There is no room for jealousy. There is no room for all these other negative emotions, but you need to own yourself and your identity and your essence in order for this to happen. I really encourage you to pay attention to the kind of relationships that you're in, or the relationships that you've been in the past, and the kind of people that you're attracting to yourself. Do you feel like you're attracting people that are needy or clingy, or people that don't have a strong backbone? Because if that is the truth, then maybe that is a part of who you are in a way that you're not really able to see it. So you need to have that other person in order to reflect it back to you. And we're so quick to blame and judge our partner for everything they're doing wrong, or everything they're not doing or not being, that we kind of miss the fact that that's really, a lot of that could be a reflection of who we are and what we're lacking and what we're not doing. So really be aware of who you are, and if you're fully embodying your essence and your energy and your presence and your identity. And if you are, then you're going to attract other people that are like that. And if you're not, then you're going to keep attracting other people that are insecure and they don't have a backbone. They don't know what they want. They don't know who they are. And you're going to still keep struggling in a relationship until you're able to own yourself and your power and your identity and your masculinity or your femininity. So that's the message for today. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you have a fabulous, wonderful day, and I'll see you again next time.
Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with a friend. Visit lovedreamlive.com for more. And remember to stop waiting. Decide to choose yourself. You can experience unconditional love, create the life of your dreams, and live in harmony and abundance every single day. See you again soon.